Hello and good day everyone. I am Priljoy Subiri from BSECE 3A and in this video I am going to demonstrate our Activity 6 in ECE 40 LAN setup. So without further ado, let's proceed. So I am going to use this Cisco packet tracer to simulate our LAN. So before we start, I will first assign a network address to our local area network. So the network address that I want is 172.16.0.0. And if you can still recall, this type of address belongs to the private IPv4 address, and it belongs to class B. And the subnet mask will be the default mask for the class B, which is 255.255.0.0, and insider notation, this is /16. Okay, so given the network address and the subnet mask, let me identify what the broadcast address is. So let me just align the network address and the subnet mask. Okay. So since in the first octet of the subnet mask it is 255, I will just copy what is in the first octet of the network address. So it is just 172. And also it follows for the second octet, which is it is also 255, and I will just copy what is in the second octet of the network address, which is 16. And since the third and fourth octet of the subnet mask are zeros, I will ignore whatever that is in the third and fourth octet of the network address. I will just put 255 and 255 here. So this is now our network address and broadcast address, and our usable IP addresses will be in between these two. So it will range from 172.16.0.1 up to 172.16.255.254. Okay, so let me just put this in the label of our workplace. Okay. Okay. And let me also put my name here. Okay. It's okay. So you will be needing a switch. Okay. And let's say that this is the switch for ECE department. Okay. And also, let's say that in this department, we have 3 computers. So PC1, PC2, PC0, PC1, and PC2. Okay, so each of these computers will be connected to the switch by using a straight-through cable. Okay, let me just connect this. Okay. And before I configure the IP addresses of these computers, let me put a label. So the IP address of this will be 172.16. Let me just use dot 0 dot 10. Okay. And also for PC1, I will just change the fourth octet into 11. And for PC2, this will be 172.16.0.12. Okay. And let me change or configure the IP address. So it will be 172.16.0.10, and the subnet mask will be automatically set. Okay, and let me run the IP config to see if our modification has been changed. And also for the PC1, this will be 172.16.0.11. Okay, so let me also run ipconfig. Okay, and for PC2, okay, and okay, so let's say for example we also have the EE department, and let's say that they have also 3 computers. Okay, and each of these computers will be connected to the switch using a straight through cable. Okay, and this switch will be connected to the other switch by using a crossover cable. Okay, so I will also put a label on their IP addresses before configuring. So let me assign the IP address of PC3 into 172.16.1.10, and for PC4 this will be 172.16.1.11, and for PC5 this will be 172.16.1.12. And now I will configure the IP address of each computer. So this will be 172.16.1.10. So let's see if our configuration has been set. by using the ipconfig command. Okay, so we can now see that it has been modified. And also for our next PC, so let me change its IP address to 172.16.1.11 and check again by using this command. And we can also see that it has been set. And for PC5, its IP configuration will be 172.16.1.12. And I will also check if the configuration has been saved. So let's proceed. So let's also say, for example, that we also have computers at the dean's office. And let me add another switch for the dean's office. And we will add 2 computers. Okay, and I will also put a label in each computer. So the IP address of PC6 will be 172.16.2.10, and for the second computer it will be 172.16.2.11. Okay, and I will also connect these 2 computers to the switch by using a straight through cable. And I will connect this switch to the switch in the department. Okay, and let me also add a wireless access point to the dean's office. Okay, and I will connect this to the switch by using a straight through cable. And since we have the wireless access point, let me add a smartphone and another smartphone. And before that, let me configure the wireless access point, and I will change its SSID. So the SSID that I want to set will be Seiya or is it you Seiya. Okay, and the password will be Dean's Office ECE 39. Okay, So let me change this to EZU Seiya, and let me change the password to Dean's Office ECE 39. Okay, and let me also configure the smartphones. So let me change the SSID to EZU Seiya, and the password is Dean's Office ECE 39. Okay, and let's check if we will have the connectivity. Okay, so we now have the connectivity for the smartphone 0 to the wireless access point, and also let's change the configuration of smartphone 1 to this will be EZU Seiya, and the password is Dean's Office ECE 39. Okay, so let us check if we will also have connectivity. Okay, so we have now a successful connectivity to the wireless access point. So let me also change or modify the IP address of the smartphone. So the first or the smartphone 0 will be, its IP address will be 172.16.2.12, and for smartphone 1 it will be I will just change the fourth octet to 13, and I will now change its IP configuration here. So this will be okay, and let me check through the command prompt. Okay, and for the second smartphone, let me change its IP address. I know this will be 13 and the subnet mask, and let me check by the command prompt. Okay, so now that we have configured our devices, let me try to ping PC0 from this smartphone by using the command prompt and ping. The IP address for PC0 is 172.16.0.10, and I will press enter. Okay, so we have a reply, and therefore we can conclude that we have a successful connectivity from in our devices. And let me also try to ping PC4 to PC4 from this smartphone. So let us run the command prompt and ping PC4, which has an IP address of 172.16.1.11. And okay, so we receive a reply, and therefore we can conclude that we also have a successful connectivity in our devices here in EE department. Okay, so let me try and add a server here. and I will connect this to the switch by using a straight through cable. Okay, so now that we have the server, let me check what can we do in this one. Okay, so we can see that we have here the services that are available in the server, and we have here the HTTP, and let me try to edit this one. Okay, welcome to Cisco Packet Tracer, and let me add welcome to ECE 40. Okay, so I will save this one. Yes, I will overwrite this one. Okay, and let me change the IP address of the server, and I want it to be 172.16.0 let's say 9. Okay, and okay, let me try to run. Let me try to open the web browser from smartphone 1, and I will check if our modification has been saved in the server. So this will be wait, I forgot to put the label on the server. So the IP address of the server is 172.16.0.9. Okay. Okay. So I will put the IP address here, 172.16.0.9, and I will click go. And as you can see that we can open, or we can see that our modification in the server has been saved, and we can open this link from any devices within our local area network. So let me also try and open it in our smartphone 0, and let me browse for the IP address of the server, and let's see. Okay, so it is successful, and let me also browse from PC 0. Okay, so it is also successful. Let me try with PC 1. No. Okay, also with PC 2. Okay, also for PC 3. For PC 4. For PC 5. Okay, for PC 6. Oh, what is wrong? Why is it not having a reply? There's a problem with PC 6. Okay, so let me check. Oh, I have not set the IP address for PC 6. So let me just set this to 172.168.2.10. Okay, and check by the command prompt IP config. Okay, and let me now try to run the URL. Okay, and for the PC 7, okay, I think earlier we forgot to configure the IP addresses for PC 6 and PC 7. So let me also change this or configure the IP address. Okay, and check in the command prompt if our configuration has been saved, and also for let us try to run the web browser. Okay, so now we have successfully set up our local area network, and we only used the static IP addressing without using the DHCP or the dynamic host configuration protocol. So what is important in this IP addressing is that no IP addresses are identical in between the devices. So that is what is important. So that would be all. Thank you for watching my video. See you next time.